What's up, it's Saintsfan. Welcome back to another episode of Monday Mailbox. It's a series where you guys send me in some questions and I give you guys some answers and opinions. And the questions can either be about GTA or any other game that you guys want to talk about. So let me know if you have any questions in the comment section for next week's episode. We get into the first question from Dean Mazzalo. He says, do you think that the returning players' exclusive content, mainly the cards, will give them an upper hand, or will the content be equal to what there already is and just change the looks? And I think this is going to be somewhat of an issue for some people, because many people who are returning, obviously they get all the cars, they get all the guns and all that stuff, and they don't have to replay their character or redo their character from level 1 on. Of course it's going to give them an advantage. And it's kind of the same way just right now in online, where new players, they probably, aren't having too much fun if they're just going to online, because they're low levels. The guns you get at low levels suck compared to the ones you get at level 100 and above. And then obviously, like you say, their cars obviously aren't as good, and they don't have enough money to buy, say, the Zentorno or something like that. So yeah, it is difficult. Now, the one thing about GTA Online like it is now is the DLC stuff that helps out new players tremendously, because most of the guns in the new DLCs are better than some of the ones that you get, just progressing through online. And those can be bought at any level. So if you are a level 4 or whatever, you can buy those guns and you can at least stand a chance with somebody who is level, say, 150. And the same thing for cards. Obviously, it just depends on money. And unless you buy a shark card, if you're a new player, then it is going to be difficult to get all this stuff. Now, as for next gen, when people are transferring their characters who are level 150 and above, or whatever the case may be, it is going to be interesting to see what Rockstar does with all those DLC vehicles and the DLC weapons. Because from what I understand is that they're actually incorporating all the DLC stuff that we have already into the game. So if that's the case, I'm wondering if lower levels will still have the ability to buy that, or if it's going to be implemented into the leveling system, where you have to be a certain level to buy, say, the Zentorno, or buy one of the guns that you can get in the DLC packs. As for the exclusive content, though, I don't think that'll really give people an upper hand. I mean, it's the Dukes, the Seaplane, and then I think it was the Blimp. So yeah, that's not going to be much. That's just for showing off and having some fun in online. I don't think that'll really be much of an impact. But the other stuff is definitely kind of big, because when new players join the game, they don't want to be discouraged by just keep getting killed over and over again, so it's going to be interesting to see how Rockstar maintains the balance there of, rewarding people who have played for a while, but also not discouraging new players to the game. Moving on, we have Go Burns. He says, will we be able to transfer our primary and secondary characters to separate next-gen consoles? One to PS4, and then the other to Xbox One. This is actually kind of interesting. I haven't really thought about this until you mentioned it, and I don't think Rockstar has said anything about this either. From what I understand, you transfer one character, but then yeah, you are left with that secondary character if you have one. And it would be awesome if we could transfer, one character to PS4, one character to Xbox One or PC, like you mentioned, because then, especially people who have two, really high level characters, you don't need to rank up, or you don't need to start all over on the other console that you didn't transfer your main character from. Now, the last part of your question was, will that affect the bank accounts both characters share? That's going to be the interesting part if they allow that. Maybe it is a 50-50 split, maybe, I don't know, they just take whatever's on, or not in the bank account, but actually on, I guess, your person, or in your pockets. So, yeah, I'm not really sure there. But that definitely would be interesting to know, just for people who have two different consoles and are going to be getting the game on two different consoles and don't want to start all over again. Next question, though, from Alberto. He says, do you think that our achievements and trophies will transfer over from current gen to next gen, or do we have to start all over in order to get those back? This is another interesting thing that I don't think Rockstar's really mentioned, and I can only guess on this, unfortunately, but I must say that they're probably not going to transfer. With most of the other remastered games and games that were on old consoles that came to the newer ones, you had to restart. Just take Minecraft, for instance, and even I think The Last of Us Remastered, their achievements and trophies did not carry over. So I'm gonna say that you were actually gonna have to redo everything. And I mean, look, if you're one of those guys who likes the achievements, likes the trophies and all that, you can just get more, and it'll be cool to get more gamer score for replaying the game again. Now, one of your questions or one of your examples was that if you were level 100 and you switch to next gen, will you get that achievement automatically, or do you have to make a second character to get that achievement again? That, you know, that is definitely going to be interesting to see. It'll probably just give it to you automatically. I don't see why they'd make you make a second character just to get that achievement, but just looking at what other games have done, I think the achievements and the trophies, you'll have to start new. So if you, like I said, if you do like getting all that stuff, it's good news. If you don't, then I guess it kind of sucks. But either way, it should be pretty fun to do all the stuff again. And then the last question from Project Insanity, he says, "Hey Saintsfan, do you think it would be a good idea to have a way to sell back unwanted clothes, such as a thrift shop, and another way with guns, parachutes, and Pegasus vehicles?" This is something I think a lot of people kind of want. At least I always see it, you know, people talking about on forums, in the comment sections of videos, stuff like that, because there's a lot of things that, especially Pegasus vehicles, where you buy it on impulse, or there was a DLC weekend like the monster truck, and although that's like an exclusive thing, I think, you know, many people don't really use it. And in even the flight school, like there's the planes, and yeah, they're cool to have, but many people don't use them that often. And if you're struggling for money, you know, selling that back to get, you know, maybe $500,000, that, you know, you might want to do that. Now, as for the clothes, guns, parachutes, not really sure. I don't think that'll ever happen, unfortunately, just because that's too much, I think, that Rockstar's willing to give. But I think having a Pegasus vehicle sellback system should be implemented. Now, obviously, it'd be kind of like cars, where they wouldn't give you as much as you bought them for. So, like, say, like I said, with the planes, you bought it, say, for $2 million. They only give you maybe at max 500,000. You know, the thing is, and I've said this before, Rockstar is all about making money. So if they do allow you to sell your clothes, your guns, your parachutes, your Pegasus vehicles, then you're not buying shark cards, and you know, that's what Rockstar wants. So will it happen? I don't know. It's tough to say, just because of the whole money situation and the shark cards. But I think out of everything, a Pegasus vehicle sellback system would definitely be pretty neat. But anyway, that's it with this episode of Monday Mailbox. Hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comment section if you have another question for next week's episode. Go ahead and drop a like in this video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe for more awesome videos. And as always, this is your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.